Shut up and sit down.
Yes, that deserves a round of applause. No, not the jugglies, not the boobages and cleavagers. My smiling face in the corner. Hello, everybody. It is Wednesday. Doopa Wednesday. Oh, Devil Flyer right here. Good morning and hail. These monsters of the Midway are awesome dope. Thank you so much. Stat Zero got a few links to drop morning. Oh, and there he is right on it. Thank you so much. You are one huge supporter. Get yourself some First Man 2 learning curve. Definitely. Or if you prefer Jungle Lords, that is still available up there as well. AJ says, relax. He's here. You are. And thank you. I don't know if I thanked you yesterday. Thank you for sending me the EXO page that you got from Bart. It's a cool page. I remember that storyline well. And look at that. Dropping my website as well. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Guys, we're going to dive right into it because, oh, well, of course, I'm always telling you what day it is. Hold on. Dennis sending me something as usual. Let's see. Interrupted my show. Oh, that's funny. Okay, now I'm here. It is Wednesday. Morning, everybody. Dear man, morning to you as well. What time do you have to take Courtney to work? I have to take her to work. Well, she has to be at work at 9, so I'm here till about 8:15. You know, guys, let's little refresh on a few things. First Man 2 learning curve. Get yourself that awesome First Man t-shirt. People know when you're coming, you're a first maniac. And then when you walk away, they're like, man, that dude is cool looking. Let me look at him again. Whoa, look at that on the back of the shirt. A penumbra piece of art, just kind of in one color, hiding there, peeking out at you, going, hello, look at me, Miss Vivacious. Added yesterday was the First Man tier with the Andy Smith Black Book. Now I've gotten some messages from people saying, hey, what if I already got back the campaign and now I want the Black Book? It takes a couple clicks. It's real easy. Just go to your dashboard, just hit a refund. You'll get a refund, then just go back and back the new tier if you want the Black Book. And there you go. Take about 5 minutes total. No big deal. So just do that. What do we got here? Oh, dude, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Sorry, I missed yesterday's episode. My cousin is Mitchell Trubisky. We loved your drawings. I got it framed. What? Your cousin is Mitchell Trubisky? Are you serious? Paul, thank you for joining me. I would love it if you subscribe to my channel on YouTube. Watch it anywhere you want. Is your cousin really Mitchell Trubisky? And if so, it's awesome that you got it framed. But, I do have their original artwork to it, the black and white art. So if he wants the original art, or if somebody in the family does, let me know. I tried messaging you. We need to talk. Just go to my website and shoot me an email, andysmithart.com. Sold to John Buscema so I could back hard and heavy. All right. That's awesome. Thank you so much. All right, let's get into this because, time is of the essence. So today, like I said, we're talking about the villains, the opponents. So for all the opponents, I had to draw. I got a creative brief, and I could utilize the team's colors in the opponents, but that was it because there was no legit sign off from the opposing team saying, "Hey, you can use one of our players," or something like that. Paul says, "I will, about to start class with my students." Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. What do you teach? If you don't mind me asking, I love talking to teachers. So, anyhow, this is, if you couldn't guess, San Francisco 49ers, the 49ers. 49er in the house. He's a minor 49er, supposed to be a haggard 40. Look at that. He's got a couple gold teeth in there, real haggard hair. He's coming at the Bears. The 49er is coming at the Bears. So there you have it. San Francisco 49er. I think one of my favorite parts of this is the hair. I just really like how straggly and crazy all the hair is on this dude. And he's got the red, the burgundy, the brown, even a little bit of the yellow for the eyes and stuff. So this was definitely a really fun one to do. Let's see what's next. Can we guess what this one is? Come on, it's not that hard. This was a fun one, actually. It looks as if he's trying to dodge. Oh, look at you. He's either dodging them or he put him there. What? Here we've got the Buffalo Bills. That's right. Graham Nolan's favorite. The Buffalo Bills in the house. He's a raging machine. I thought this was actually pretty cool. Half cyborg, half buffalo. He's coming for you. The Buffalo Bills. Got the cyborg leg here, a little cyborg hoof here. This was just another fun one to do. Another fun piece to do here. The charging Buffalo Bills. These are all the attack poses. So when they could composite the attack poses of the players going one way and the bad guys going the other way, they would look like they were about to clash with each other. What exactly is a bill? Currency, isn't it? I don't know. I bet you can guess what this one is. My daughter's favorite team, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I need to give her this artwork, actually, since she's a big Tampa Bay Bucks fan. So you got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Looking back, the only thing I kind of regret not doing is making this dude, giving him really hairy arms and a really hairy chest. That would have been kind of cool. Oh, well, what are you going to do? And then he's got his marching army of the dead behind him. So, and all these were drawn separately, I believe. Actually, I don't remember. Oh, see? You ask, you get. You ask a question, you get an answer. The old cowboy and western showrunner. No bucks given. Oh, I guess this is as big as it gets. Oh, well, let's see. Just want to look at the Buccaneer. Nice detail in the hair and face going on there. That was a fun one. All right. Sinbad movie, Marvel Zombies. Oh, Marvel needs some cool looking stuff like this in their books these days. Thing with comics is, when you draw a book, you should open it up and go, that's cool. That has cojones. That has balls of steel. That comic book has balls. And I looked through the new Moon Knight book, and I love Moon Knight. I've got the Essential Moon Knight, black and white stuff. I've got some of the original issues, Bill Sienkiewicz stuff. Awesome. It's got gravitas. It's got the balls. I've got my Stephen Platt issues of Moon Knight. Gravitas and balls, I tell you. Kevin Nolan issue of Moon Knight that he did back in the day as a fill-in. My Mark Texeria Moon Knight stuff. Gravitas and balls, I tell you. But this new Moon Knight book, well, AJ Tom kind of summed it up. The Moon Knight book is garbage. Here's the thing. The guy that draws the book, the artist that draws the book, I don't want to assume it's a guy. The artist that draws the book, I like the art. The art is nice, but it's not Moon Knight. It's not balls. It just lays there. I mean, should the guy be working in comics? Yes. Should he be working on a superhero book? No. Because I was looking at, Dennis let me borrow issues 1 and 2. I read issue 1. Besides the fact that I was kind of bored, every time Moon Knight showed up, it just kind of lied there. You know, I was just like, whatever. And I want to look at a superhero comic and go, yeah, that's got balls. That is awesome. And that guy's work would look better. That's exactly it. Nice Steve McNiven cover. To be fair, sometimes balls just lay there. That's true. On chins. That's just it. It's like a bait and switch. Beautiful Steve McNiven cover. Then you go to the end. And did Dave Finch do one too? I can't remember if Finch did, but Dave Finch's Moon Knight stuff was awesome as well. But then this new Moon Knight stuff, I just look at it and I'm just like, I don't get excited from looking at the artwork. Now put that guy on a book that takes place, quote unquote, the real world with no powers and stuff, you know, a detective story or something like that. It would rock. But for superheroes, just doesn't do it for me. Anyhow, who's this guy? Who is this? This is one of my favorite ones as well. Arizona Cardinals. This Bucks piece has more stones than anything Marvel's doing now. Thank you very much. This is old Arizona Cardinals. This is one of my favorite pieces as well. I thought the concept behind this piece was really cool. Just, you know, they wanted me to work in the logo for the guy's headpiece. So I worked in the Cardinal headpiece thing going on, logo there for his mask, work in the colors and stuff. You know, this almost looks like it could be one of the Phoenix characters from the Phoenix stuff Marvel just did, where the Phoenix Force was like, who shall I take over now? Oh, there you go. Now that's ballsy. Yes. We know this one, Detroit Lions in the house. Now remember, all these were done where they could position the art any way they like. So if they want to take this art and tip it up a little bit like this, so right now it's just on the ground, but if they want to tip it up a little bit, they could do whatever they wanted with it. This was definitely one of the more busy, intricate pieces with the Mustang and the dude that has like a lion mask on the lower part of his face here. He says, damn, brother, I'm bringing the heat. I try to bring the heat every day. That's cool. The Cardinals started out in Chicago. Did they? Huh. Reminds me of Twisted Metal game. The attack view of this is cool because it's a 3/4 view of the car coming at us and stuff. I'll have to show those as well. But I thought, or the action. I always say the wrong thing. This is the attack drawing, and the other ones are the action drawings. The action drawings are more coming at you in your face. This was another fun one. Another one of my daughter's favorite teams, the Dolphins. So we've got the Dolphins going on here. Dolphin attack. He's got his spear. Part human, part dolphin. This was another fun one. This is one of my favorite ones too. Really like the color job on it. You know, the whole point is, once again, to be able to look at these and go, oh, it's this team. And you can definitely look at this and go, oh man, shoulder. you can definitely look at this and go, oh yeah, Miami Dolphins, laces out. Is that Dan Marino? No. So Dolphin, that was cool. New York Giants, like they say, he's a giant and he's going to come a stomping for you. So there you have it. Oh, cool. Very cool. Just had to look at something else. So there you go. New York Giants in the house, stomping his way. So like he's so big that one of the regular players would only be about this tall, right up to about his waist, because he is a giant. And you know, if he's blue like this, he always has blue balls. Oh, this guy always has blue balls. What's my fave? I don't know yet. Let me keep looking. It's been a while. I don't know which one's my fave yet. Oh, you know what? I don't know if this is my fave or not, but this is definitely one of them, the Jets. Another armored type person. I mean, just imagine if this was colored yellow and red, or red and gold, you'd have a new Iron Man armor. Boo. I mean, that would be pretty cool if if I had disposable money or time, it would be fun to take this and color it red and gold and just to see what he would look like as Iron Man, do, Iron Man. The Bucks isn't actually one of my favorites, though. All the marching, what do you call it? All the marching skeleton dudes and stuff. The Bucks isn't one of my favorites. This one's pretty close, though. When the first drawing I did of this guy, the attack pose, I wasn't that fond of, but then when I did this one, I was like, this is pretty cool. So that's right. Speaking of superheroes, First Man 2 learning curve, go back it now. No SJW BS, just a fun superhero story with First Man battling Adonis in the Fourth World Foundation and having some heart-to-heart conversations with his dad about what it takes to be a hero. You made a whole universe of characters. I did. I mean, you would think some of the opposing teams would see this and be like, oh my God, that Jets character is awesome. And they would try and strike a deal or something to go, hey, can we use that Jets character? Because just imagine if we were able to put the Jets logo on this guy. How cool would that be with the Jets logo on it? So, what are you going to do? This was a fun one that went through many iterations. This is that's right, you guessed it, the Green Bay Packers, the Cheeseheads. The first few drawings for the Packers I did, was not this guy. Strike a deal. They just wait a few years and steal it. No way. So this was a fun one, getting to draw kind of a monster was fun. Yeah, I mean, there's not much to say about this. Was fun. The original idea at first was kind of a hulking type character, and I'll show it to you guys. He was a hulking character. Even the first one of these iterations went all the way through to color, and he was a hulking character with like turf for skin, and he had a cheese belt and cheese wristbands, and they just weren't feeling it. So then they came up with the cheese monster. So, oh, he must breathe derriere. Oh, I see what you did there. This one's pretty simple, pretty easy to figure out. I'll tell you, the New England Patriots. It's Patriot Day. This was a fun one, I got to say, to do. They wanted a hood. Originally, you saw a part of his face, and then they decided, you know what? We don't want people to think it's Belichick or Brady. Brady still played for him at the time. So they said, you know what? It'll be cooler if it's all black with just glowing eyes. They wanted the hoodie though, because Belichick always wears a hood. So they wanted that. And then of course they wanted a gun from that era, and that shot musket balls, and there's his muskets right there. A couple of them he's already shot. So yeah, this was a fun one as well to do. Let's see. LA Rams, baby. He's the Rams and he's cool. He's in LA, and in LA they wear suits and nice clothes. They don't wear masks when they go to the Emmys because they don't have to, but they're too cool and they gotta wear shades. I gotta wear shades. I gotta tell you, drawing these Rams horns was a little difficult at first. Figuring out how these things worked on his head dimensionally and stuff, but ripping through the clothes like the Hulk would do, ripping out his shirt. This was another fun one to do. Good old Rams, get it in there. Yeah. Jared Goff would love this, but Jared Goff now plays for Detroit. AJ says that's pretty cool. Maybe my fave. That's cool. Definitely let me know what your favorites are, because I know everybody's different. So far, I'm still going with the Jets. I have not looked at these in years. Someone's had their coffee today. I did have my coffee. I love coffee. This was a fun one. Can you guess? It's the Seahawks. Got his foot. Caw, caw, caw. That's a crow, not a Seahawk. But this was another fun one to do. A little different. No wings. Just a bird of prey coming at you with his big talon feet. So this was a fun one to do as well. What's this? Oh, stop it. Gotta love technology. Oh, this is your fave. This one was very intricate because originally they wanted kind of the Seahawk logo for the tattoo. And that's what I did. And then they were like, we don't want to get in trouble, so let's add some more detail to it. So it's not, because once again, they couldn't risk somebody coming at him and going, hey, that's our Seahawk logo. What do you think you're doing? So had to be careful with the stuff. The Rams won minus the fur and horns. Looks like a typical 90s action movie villain. Exactly. So that was a fun one. Minnesota Vikings, where it's always super cold in Minnesota. Brrr. Oh, reminds me, that's a compliment. Reminds me of the Futurians. I love the Futurians. You're like, what are you doing looking off camera? I'll show you. I love Dave Cochran's designs. I feel like the Rams character looks like a cartoon produced by Tarantino. This is how much I love the Futurians right there. And you know what? He does kind of look like the Futurians in a way. Volume 2, Volume 1 was the Volume 1 of this book was the, what's the word I'm looking for? Graphic novel. That's right. Frost. Oh man, they wanted so much frost on this guy. They were like, we got to give him frost breath. We got to put lots of snow on him. Like the black and white art, all the snow was done in color. But drawing a Viking, he's got the gold hair, purple eyes, purple leather things here and stuff. I mean, it's cold up in them hills. Man, I love the Futurians. This is some good stuff right here. If I had unlimited time and didn't need to make a living, I would just go through books and draw some of my favorite characters from books. Like this Futurian stuff is just awesome. Got to leave that out to look through. Is that a trade paperback? It is. Here, I'll show it to you one more time. The Vikings play in a dome, except when they're away. So here, I'll show you it one more time. Let's see. Solo. Futurians trade paperback. This was published by Eternity Press. This came out in, let's see, 1987. Of course, Dave Cockrum wrote it and drew it. Ricardo Villagrán inked it, and Dave's wife, Patty, colored it. John Workman, Ivan Workman, Ken Brusniak, Moondog did the letters. Moondog. So there you go. He even drew Ronald Reagan. Look at that right there. Reagan in the house. So AJ says, I have the best book collection. Oh, thank you. All right, let's keep going. Oh, 49ers. All right, let's show some of the attack poses. Solo. Yeah, eBay's the best for everything. I still have the original graphic novel. Oh, I bet my video is blurry. I just looked up and saw my awful internet doing what it does on days that I don't want it to do that. Let me see. Oh, let's see the blurry internet. Oh, it's not as bad as I thought, but let me, I'll share my screen again in a second here. Let's see. Got to go and find the other stuff. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Na, 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 na. Eight-bit Andy. Yeah, right. Was that a Green Lantern symbol on my phone? It is. It's the pop socket. Does your phone have a pop socket? Like, yes, it does. It makes it easy to hold so I don't drop it. It is expensive. Phones aren't cheap. There's the attack pose for the mighty 49er. It's coming at you. He's like, I'm a 49er and I'm going to get you. Get a first man here that doesn't take a knee. Actually, when I showed you guys the art for the NFLPA Players Association a couple days ago, one of the pieces I did was Colin Kaepernick, and he was in the pose of taking a knee. And I just didn't feel like showing that one. So I'm not a big Kaepernick fan. One, because he's not that great of a quarterback and the whole knee garbage. But yeah, I didn't feel like showing that one. But yeah, he was taking a knee and the one. So this I like better. I like this one better than I like the attack one. I like the pose. I mean, once again, these were supposed to be in your face coming at you. So I like him coming at us like this. Yeah, I like this better. I like the skeleton dudes and everything better. So there you go. This one is more of a favorite of mine. I don't have all these. Oh. Show you guys the Seahawk for the first time out. I like this version of the Seahawk too. Like I said, they wanted two poses. They wanted attack, where they're rushing to the side, and action, where they're just in a cool pose, a cool action pose. So this one shows more of the tat better on his chest and stuff. Reminds me of those old Marvel Illustrated books. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah. Let's see. Little Cardinals action here. I like this one too. I like most of the action poses better because they're more, coming at you in your face and stuff. So this was a fun one too. So yeah, this was a cool one. You can see the emblem of the Cardinals on his helmet, a lot clearer here. Somebody mentioned the Cowboys. Oh, yeah. There you go. Cowboy it up. He's a cowboy. He's got the whip. Look at that. He's got the stubble. He's got some dynamite. He's going to throw some dynamite at them Bears. Got his belt buckle there and stuff. This was another fun one to do as well. I like the way I did the wrinkles in his clothing, in his pants down by his boots. So there you go. Ain't gonna be a cowboy. All right, let's see. And here he is looking just tough and badass, saying, I'm coming to get you. He is coming to get you right here. Yeah, he's like a lawman, is what he is. He's a Western lawman. On a steel horse I ride, like a cowboy, cowboy. Dead or alive, dead or alive, dead or alive. So yeah, this was a fun one to do as well. A little cowboy action in the house. You guys didn't think this. If you're dying to see what the original sketch looked like, that's what they start out as. So there's his sketch. So if you're curious, this is I submit this first for approval before I do anything else. So if they have any pose changes, they can tell me. Oh, this is one of my favorites in color right here. This is one of my favorites. I just like the pose. Figured he looked like Kid Rock. Oh, well, you never know. Yeah, this is definitely one of my favorites right here. The pose coming at you, got the nice foreshortening going on. Just once again, love Neil Adams, love the influence. Let it out. Tell me what you really feel. I really feel like a man. I feel like a woman. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I like Shania Twain. So what? The Eagles just wasn't really vibing with me. They just wanted basically an eagle with metallic wings and a helmet. So, they're the client. Give them what they want. So for all you Eagles fans out there, caw, caw. But it is our national bird. So national pride with the national bird. Caw, caw. Oh, here's the Jets here's the first drawing I did of the Jets. New York City and the Jets. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. New York City and the Jets. Benny and the Jets. Yeah, yeah. So this is the first drawing I did of the Jets guy. And then I had to do another drawing, which I knew I would have to do. But I was like, oh, I got to draw this in a different pose now. Okay, time to figure out how this armor works in a different pose. But I did. So I don't know. They might have. Those Philly fans, man. They are intense. Oops, did it again. Oops, I did it again. Oh, the Packers. So here's what the Packers originally looked like. Which one is it? It's right here. This was the first concept for the Packers. It was just supposed to be, because they play on that old stadium with real grass and the grass is beat up, they wanted like the Hulk grass monster that had patches of brown and stuff coming through the grass. And of course, it's the Packers. So they got the Swiss cheese belt and stuff. So this was the original concept for the Packers. I didn't mind it. I was like, okay, that works for me. But they said they weren't feeling it. So they went in the other direction with the cheese. Moss Man. Exactly. Moss Man from He-Man. It is. Yeah, the cheese monster right here is better. I'm the cheese monster. Yeah, this one definitely was a lot better. Stinky cheese. You got the green stink of the cheese coming off. But yeah, this one was definitely a better idea. Better concept. No disagreement there. This was another version where he had more brown spots and like thicker clumps of grass on him and stuff. And like I said, they just weren't feeling it. So this is the Incredible Hulk with a bad skin condition. This is the Incredible Hulk with that skin condition Michael Jackson has or had. Oh, too soon, Smith. Too soon. Let's see. Detroit City Knights. Detroit City. Oh, I had to make a color note on this for silver. Let's see. Do I have the final that doesn't have the color note? Of course I do. There it is. So this one I obviously like better because it's coming right at us. Whoosh, whoosh. Nice perspective on the car. No windshield. You ain't got windshields. You can't have a windshield in the Mad Max era. Got the big V8 engine with the blower and stuff. Got the hood pins. I don't know why, because you can just literally, hood pins are usually meant to keep the hood locked so you can't steal anything. This is wide open, so you can steal whatever you want. Oh, Jay pays well, Mr. Bragyard. So he's ready. You got the big gun. Originally, this was a Gatling gun, but they were like, nope, that's too vicious. Just make it a big cannon. So I was like, okay. Let's see. Jets, I showed. Eagles. I mean, the Giants isn't super great. Showed the Cardinals, Bills. Viking guy right here. So you got the Viking raging. Bro, I'm a Viking and it's chilly. It is chilly. It is chilly in this house. So chilly. Look at me. Look at me, a Viking. Wah ha 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 ha. So yeah, so you got the Viking in his house right there. So that is very cool. All right, let's see which other ones. Frost Giant, exactly. That's right. Get yourself a hero that isn't named Hoodpins in First Man 2 Learning Curve. Picked up some more backers yesterday, so that's awesome. Want to thank everybody for that. The Panthers wasn't super inspired. The color is going to be hard to see, I think. Let me see. Yeah, that's hard to see. So here's the black and white art. So for the Panthers, they just they wanted a panther. So okay, that's what I got. That's what I gave him, a big black panther, looking tough. Look at me, I'm a Black Panther. Big, muscular, buff-ass Black Panther. Meow. Meow, meow. And then the attack pose right here. This one I really dig, actually, the attack pose of the Panther. You can just hear him. Once again, 30 years drawing comics. This is the first time I believe I ever had to draw a Panther. So I really muscled him up. I love this front leg. Look at the delts on this. This Panther has got some massive delts right here. Then his upper arm here is jacked. Forearm. It's raging. Yeah, let me draw the Black Panther book, and he'd have a friend named Panther. So there's the Black Panther. How about fins on the back? Fins? You're going to have to explain that to me. Oh, Patriots. Patriot Day. Do you have free reign on many of these designs? I mean, they tell me what they want. So they give me a written description. So for the Patriots, they said, we want to have a Revolutionary War? Yeah, Revolutionary War era guy with, one of those trench coats from back in that time. And he's got a belt that has the muskets on it. And he's holding, a bayonet style rifle. And he has a hoodie. So they'll give me a brief description. And sometimes they'll send photo reference for a type of jacket they want the person to be wearing and stuff like that as well. So sometimes they will send photo reference as well. So there isn't a confusion of what they want. But like I said, I do a sketch for everything. Like this was an original pose I did. So this was one of the first drawings I did for the Patriots. And I thought it was awesome. But like I said, they said, all right, you know what? Let's take off the hood, or not leave the hood, but put the face in total shadow, because they didn't want people to think it was Belichick. And I think the face in shadow was a much better thing with glowing eyes, because it just looked creepier. They thought him pointing a gun right at us was a little too violent. So they said, ixnay the gun nay, and have him holding this gun with a bayonet across his body. So I was like, okay, but I mean, I really like this pose. I thought this was really cool with the gun coming at us like that and stuff. But once again, it's what they want. It's what they want, what they really, really want, what you want, what you want. So it went from that to, let's see if I know which way I'm going here, to that. So, the legs were the same. I just had to redraw the arms and stuff, and then put his face totally in shadow. So this is the inks to it, obviously. But that's okay. Drawing this type of gun was cool. Never drew this type of gun before. So that was cool. So there's always different things they wanted. Oh, I don't think I showed the Rams yet. Here's the first one for the Rams, where he's busting through. I love the fact he has that nose ring. Hey, what about's in the house? Ahoy to you. Do you say ahoy because you watch Steven Crowder and Dave Landau says ahoy? Or do you just say ahoy because you're cool and you say ahoy? Just curious why you say ahoy. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I think ahoy is just fine. But I'm just curious. So, afternoon, Epoch 252. Thank you for joining. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. That's a Spider-Man bad guy if I ever saw one. It does look like a Spider-Man bad guy, doesn't it? You got the Rhino. Well, why don't you have the Ram fighting Spider-Man? Maybe they should have trusted the guy who wrote Drawing Dynamic Comics with drawing dynamic poses. Yeah, you're right. I'm not going to disagree with you. So yeah, there's the Ram, but he totally does look like a Spider-Man villain. You're 100% correct there. Let's see. I mean, the giant guy, obviously it's a giant. So nothing too tough here with the giant raging at us. He's like, whoa, underneath here, I don't have on underwear. Underwear? Under there. There's the pencils to it. These were all done, if I remember correctly, these were all drawn digitally. And then I did the inks blue line. And the reason I drew all this stuff digitally is because I had to send a sketch. And then if they had an issue with the sketch, it's a lot easier to change it digitally than it is traditionally. So that is why all this stuff was done digitally. And then I would print it out to ink. So, but I could use a brush tool for like these heavy wrinkles right here. I would use a brush tool for that because my pencil wouldn't get that thick. So there are different things drawn digitally that are very helpful. So let's see. Oh, this was version 1. They thought his loincloth wasn't big enough. They're like, oh, can we give him a bigger loincloth? And I was like, sure, we can give him a bigger loincloth. So it went from there to there, there to there. Look at its animation. Whoop, whoop. I'm showing some goods. Whoop, whoop. It's more covered. Stat Zero knows what's up. The guy that wrote Drawn Dynamic Comics would absolutely agree that First Man 2 should be in your collection. It should. Yo, Admiral Whackass, what is up? And there's the mighty inks to him. Looking good, looking tough. Yeah. That's right. If you haven't backed First Man 2 yet, please go back it now, back it proud. Oops. Nope, wrong one. Let's see, Panther, Patriot, Rams. Okay, this one you'll be like, I don't understand, but this is the drawing for the Redskins. Remember, this is 2018, and in 2018, we were still calling them the Redskins. I thought this was a missed opportunity because, honestly, if you're a Redskins fan, that's what they were called then. So I thought, all right, the Redskins are going to have me draw some really kick-ass warrior. Basically, I was like, the Redskins, it's going to be a badass Native American warrior, kind of like Red Wolf for Marvel or a character like that. But instead, they said, exactly, they play in Washington, D.C. Let's go with Uncle Sam, and then we'll color him in Redskin colors. So that's what they went with. That's the underdrawing. Here's the action pose, you could say. But yeah, so I was a little disappointed, I'll be honest, because I really wanted to draw a Native American that looked badass, like a kick-ass Apache or something. Like I said, American Eagle, Red Wolf for Marvel Comics, looks really like, basically a Native American, tough Native American. American Eagle actually has a superhero type costume, a nice headdress. I thought that would have been better. I just feel that this drawing people would see and be like, all right, this dude's going to do a drawing for the Redskins. It's going to be a badass Native American. What is this? So, whoa, JP Roca. Damn. I'm going to just let that one lie there, buddy. Not that I disagree, but me and Uncle Sam that will beat. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I would have thought it was a little disrespectful, but And last but not least, the New Orleans Saints is right here. Here's the New Orleans Saints guy. Voodoo magic in New Orleans. Got his gold snake coming around here. Gold rings and stuff. Staff holding up a witch ball, whatever. So this was a fun one to do. A little New Orleans Saints action. I thought this one came out pretty freaking cool for what they wanted. So there you have it. Another trip down memory lane. Brother Voodoo, exactly. Here's the other pose that I did. Wisping up. I should have probably blurred this now that I'm looking at it. Yeah, I probably should have went in and did like a motion blur or blur right here to really show that he's being created out of this purple smoke. But, oh well, what are you going to do? He's got the tattoo right here on the underside of his wrist. Saints tattoo. Changing the name to Baron Zmeti. This is your favorite. All right. Everybody has their own different takes. This was, like I said, fun. Got the cobra, snake. I do love the face. He cannot yell at you, at least, because his mouth is sewed shut. Can you show the Bears again? Bears one? You mean the actual bear attacking? Because I did a bunch of Bears players. So let me know. But I will show you the bear I did attacking. Let's see. Oh, there's a lot in here. You should be holding a can of 7-Up. You should be. I drew these digitally, but inked them traditionally, and then scanned them, and then obviously colored in Photoshop. So here's the bear. 1, 2, 3. He's got, if I remember correctly, the bear, they wanted to have 3 scars because they went to the Super Bowl 3 times. I think that's why they wanted him to have 3 scars. And they wanted his teeth to reflect the shape of the Monsters of the Midway logo. So that was cool. This is one that was on a t-shirt. Let's see. I did multiple Bears drawings, apparently. Oh, here's another one. This was a fun one. Him raging, standing up, raging on his hind legs. Roar! His face was really fun. Roar! Have they been to the championship game 3 times? Maybe they've been to the NFC championship 3 times, and that's what the 3's for. I don't remember. Dope. And you did players? Yeah, I drew like 26 different players. Go back to yesterday's live stream and watch the replay. I showed a ton of players there. So, but this was a fun one. Tough ass bear. Let's see. Did I do 4 poses of the bear? Oh yeah, I did a leaping bear. Roar, coming at you. Roar. Glowing orange eyes. Oh, there it goes. Yes, yesterday's stream was the players. Who did the colors? Ross Hughes, the fantastic Ross Hughes did the colors. Great colorist in comics. So he did them. There's another bear, and then I don't remember what this was. This might have just been the close-up. Oh, they never did go with this. This was, they were thinking of doing a tight close-up of the bear, and they decided not to. So they decided to go with the longer shot. Here's another shot, another angle on it. But they ixnayed that and went with the body shots. Body shots, yo. Body shots. So the bears are cool. Once again, I got to draw stuff I've never drawn before. I've never drawn a bear before. That was cool. I've never drawn a panther before. That was cool. But anyhow, it's that time. I've got to take my daughter to work. So thank you for joining me. Hey, remember that one time I drew a page in Beavis and Butthead? You're like, drew a page in Beavis and Butthead? What are you talking about? Yeah, I drew a page in an issue of Beavis and Butthead back when I was working on Quasar. There it is. See, look at that. I drew the Quasar figure here. I drew this panel right here. The second panel, I drew the first panel, the second panel, and the big panel with Quasar and whatever that dude's head is. I can't remember his name. But yeah, I drew one page in an issue of Beavis and Butthead. So there you go. All right, I do have to get to work after I take my daughter to work. Have a good day. My guys, Beavis and Butthead. Guys, I'll be back tomorrow. And you know what I always do? Remember, have a great day. And I'm bringing this back to you. See you tomorrow.
Get your sexy on.